We have a long-awaited showdown here. A matchup of two elite quarterbacks. Might not see a better QB duel all season long. Both guys hoping to use this big stage to display their supremacy. Welcome to Death Valley, the home field of the Clemson Tigers. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, LSU Tigers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So the Clemson Tigers offense will be the first up today. They will go up against a secondary, Kirk, that talks about the no-fly zone. These guys are confident in their ability to just lock down wide receivers and take away the opponent's passing game.
Seems like every year in college football, there's secondaries around the country that want to brag that they have the best group of defensive backs. I think this defense and this secondary specifically has a very strong case with what they have to work with. The question I have is, how will the offense consistently move the ball against this group today?
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss, 2nd down and 11. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Grab down the middle. It's Moore. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Trying to find room. It's Haynes. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Here's a screen pass to the running back.
I love early in a game like this where you get the running back involved. You just get his hands on the football. Also, nice, easy screen. Gets the quarterback settled into the game. Nice, easy throw. And look at this. It ends up being a huge play.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Quarterback still with the football. Looks like Clemson will have the first down.
Defense is spread all over the field. Do a pretty good job here keeping him out of the end zone, but he gets enough for the first down.
And the Tigers pick up enough yardage to get a first down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. He's in the clear. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
So you're a defensive coordinator trying to stop this offense. Your eyes are in the backfield worried about that quarterback, if he's going to run it or throw it. You got to worry about the receivers getting downfield and making big plays. And now, oh, by the way, you got a program that has great history at the running back spot. Guys like, think about it, Travis Etienne and C.J. Spiller, the backs they have here now on this roster. Boy, so many different combinations and ways to attack it.
He makes the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone.
Well, Chris, that's a combination of really good blocking and outstanding patience by the back. He waited and used his vision and patience to allow that play to open up and then accelerated through the hole to give him that huge gain.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Has caught, can he get in? And he scores! Touchdown, Clemson!
You talk about the right way to get a game started. This offense put together a nice scheme. They felt comfortable with the script, and they moved the ball all the way down the field. 10 plays, and they get a touchdown. If you're the defensive coordinator, you're back to the drawing board trying to figure this out.
PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Returner looking to make a play here. Excellent work by the coverage team. He's brought down after just a short return. So the LSU Tigers offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. And all eyes, Kirk, in this matchup of the elite wide receivers. They got great skill. They got big personalities. You know they want to outdo each other in the showdown today.
Well, it's a showcase opportunity for both of these two wide receivers. A lot of eyes on them, not only in college football, but I don't know the last time, Chris, we were on the field pregame and saw so many NFL personnel evaluating these two to see who ends up stepping up and playing better.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Grab behind the line. It's Anderson. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between the quarterback and the receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Looking to throw here. That's reeled in. It's Anderson. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Looking to throw again. Caught near the sticks. It's Sharp. They bring it down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Well, it's 3rd and short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving that option for a run. I thought it throws the defense enough for the quarterback to make a quick read. The result is a 1st down and a big gain.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Now it's 2nd down here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Breaks an open space. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a 1st down.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Running back grabs it on a screen. Powering through. He's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
That screen play can be a little tricky if the blocks up front don't develop, and now they got to figure out what to do here on fourth down.
They need a yard here on fourth down to keep this drive alive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Oh, no, trap him back there. A fourth down stop and a sack, no less.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up. Looking to throw. It's Klubnik. Makes a quick catch. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're third down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now, big decision coming up here on fourth.
The Tigers will have to kick this away. Finally, the first punt of the game, hoping to pin them back deep. Ball lands at the 8 and bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Play action here on first down. Quick throw, testing the middle. He makes the grab. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Over the middle, it's Anderson. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. That's nice execution to pick up the first down. A little curl route, Kirk, against the zone.
Yeah, when you play zone coverage like this, it's very difficult to defend this route if the quarterback does a nice job of reading the coverage. I thought he used his eyes there to be able to move the defense where he wanted them, created an opening in that defense, then he made a great throw for that first down.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. He's running out of time here. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's sharp. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
I don't mind the quarterback making this throw. He found the open receiver. Really would have loved to seen a little bit more effort by this wide receiver to get to that first down marker. Instead, we got a fourth down decision.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Looking for a gap. It's Haynes. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. The back's got it. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quick throw caught on the left side. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Caught over the middle. Great defensive play, tackled quickly. Not much of a gain.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for you.
Here's the 2nd down play. Off play action, he's looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Back to pass. It's Klubnik. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. Looking to throw it again. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the Tigers line it up with 1st and goal. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Looking right, this one caught. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
second and goal for the offense. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
Set up for the PAT. With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. There's the handoff. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but he stopped short of the first down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Anderson. Powering through a tackle. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, he makes the catch. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46.
Boy, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. But now you want to see throws like this and be a great complement to that running game, and then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. To throw, it's Nussmeier. The receiver grabs it, and they convert on 3rd down. Move the ball to the 36.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Durham. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. Seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Grab behind the line. It's Anderson. Anderson. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
It can be hard sometimes in the pre-snap, but if the quarterback can identify the outside coverage, he can avoid these kind of losses. This was just man coverage on the outside, and the secondary pounced on that screen.
Third and very long. Can they make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions this drive? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He cannot escape. It's a sack. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. Caught behind the line. It's Anderson. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Boy, these receiver screens, if run correctly, can be a big play with a convoy of linemen out in front. This time, just not able to get it going, and it's a nice job of the defense to prevent a big play.
12th play of this marathon march, but it's third down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And the coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. The field goal is good.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Randall. They stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. Quick throw to the right. It's caught. They stop him at the 22. That's important breathing room on this drive.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him, and they're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
To the air, it's Klubnik. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
It was there, Chris. It was the right call. It was good execution. He just dropped it. That receiver's got to do a better job of finishing the play.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. It's an out route. The catch made. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Looking to throw yet again. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on 1st downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
The Tigers' offense is on the move now. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. They misfire on 1st down, so it's 2nd and 10 from the 41. pass here on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Randall. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. Let's see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Back to throw. It's Klubnik. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it in the open. That's enough for a first down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. Caught by the receiver. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, giving this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
Pass caught, 2nd down now. They'll give it to the back. Looks like Clemson will have the first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Becoming a long drive. The 9th play coming up. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wideout. Oh, what a grab! Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
And the Tigers come to the line with 1st and goal. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Touchdown, Clemson. This passing game is on fire today. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Scanning the field. It's Nussmeier. Quick completion to the tight end. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. That completion sets up a 2nd down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking deep down the right side. Catch made down near the 10, and he's still going. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9.
Now the quarterback found a matchup that he loved, gets a big gain with a nice throw, and now they're down in the red zone looking for some points.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Oh, and it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Risky throw here on second down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on third down coming up.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, LSU.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
Here's the point after attempt. They make the extra point, but trail 21-10. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On the run, it's Randall. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Loss of 4. Second down coming up.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
The Tigers will kick this away to start the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. And they've got the returner corralled. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. A short completion to the tight end. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
A second down after that completion. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
And they pick up the first on the ground. It's past the 35. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
On 1st and 10, look at the throw. Lets it go quickly. What a catch! And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, it's a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and to talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. Doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. QB to the tight end for a completion. The offense has it and still going. They bring him down, but a heads-up play to scoop up the fumble and make first down yardage.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Goes to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. An inside give now from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
They bring the punter onto the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Now here he goes. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball for 31.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Looking to throw. It's Klubnik. Caught in the backfield. It's Haynes. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A 2nd down behind the sticks now.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Worked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
For this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Good throw by the quarterback off the RPO. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Second down play coming up. Looking for some space. It's Haynes. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this offense has really been moving the ball at will on this drive. And a nice job here on this defense to finally come up and make a nice play for no gain.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. He's going to hand this off. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Offense facing 4th down.
So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And they will trust the kicker here from 55 yards out. Let's see if he can get it there. Who made it? 3 points on the board. And they add to their lead.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
I feel like this quarterback can make this throw in his sleep. It's like clockwork. A curl route against zone. And the quarterback, the only thing is he had to fit it into a tight window for that first down completion.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. The pass rush gets home.
Chris, there's another sack by a Clemson defender. And, you know, so often in football we get so caught up in the quarterbacks and the spread looks and the big explosive plays on offense. But you think about where Clemson's been for the last 10 or 12 years, I think their defense deserves as much credit as guys like Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. This defense has gone to a different level, and that's why they're a national contender every single year.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Nice grab. It's sharp. And tackled there by the defense.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Incomplete. As good as he threw the ball, that's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his man. It's Brown. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Defense is coming after him. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game, the threat of the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one, and then you can make these throws downfield to dynamic playmakers on the perimeter.
And the quarterback keeps it here. Breaks into the clear. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Man, we know this guy can spin it, but you can't forget about his wheels, too. That's another first down for this offense, and they are feeling it.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Short pass finds the tight end. And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
He stopped, but he gets a first down.
First down for the offense.
They come up on first down. Clock running. Final minute here of the third quarter. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. He'll be brought down. Nice play to make the recovery, but he stopped short of first down yardage.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
After the sack on first down, it's second down. To throw, it's Klubnik. And it's caught across the middle. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. And check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets, getting everybody involved in this game. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, and it's picked off. A crushing mistake.
And just like that, they come up with the play that they needed. In a two-possession game, you're relying on your defense to make a play. Strip the ball. Come up with the interception. Anything to get the ball back to your own offense, and they get to pick. Now let's see if they can score.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead to sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Second down after that previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Here comes third and long, trailing in the game. Giving up that sack earlier could prove to be decisive. Looking to throw it on third and very long. And the pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to.
I like the call here. Third down and long, you know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works, but you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn upfield. It's a missed opportunity there on third down and long.
The drive stalled, so he'll have to punt it away. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So here comes the first play of this drive. They're set up at their own 48. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's in the clear. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield at the 42.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
You set it down to the offense. First and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They finally stop him. Big play. Moves the ball to the 22.
Well, anytime you can have a balanced attack, it's always going to help an offense. And, you know, the previous play, they're running the football. That puts a lot of pressure on the eyes of the linebackers and safeties. They start to think about defending the run, and a great job with that play-action call to get them out of position and be able to hit that for that conversion.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Tigers line up with a 1st and goal. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Tigers.
Now, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. First down. Looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the second half. Grab behind the line. It's more. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
Second down play coming up for this offense. We'll give it to the running back. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
They don't want to waste this good field position, but it's third down and long. To throw, it's Klubnik. Bringing pressure. Grab down the middle. It's Haynes. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. He was on target with his first try. See if he can keep it going from 34 yards away. And it's good right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back. Just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the 4th quarter.
Important 2nd down play coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. The sure hands. It's Anderson. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, 4th quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a 1st down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
Dropping back. It's Nussmeier. That's caught. It's Anderson. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the 1st down.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Oh, they've got him. A 4th down sack and a turnover on downs.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the 2nd half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something.
Here he goes. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Went it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. He'll throw it now. Looks left and finds his target there. They make the stop just short of the 1st. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the 1st down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
Makes it look easy. And they add to their lead.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4th and inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off. And the kickoff will be a return. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Using his legs, it's Durham. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Now, this defense has done such a great job of disrupting the timing with his quarterback and his wide receivers. Sacked him multiple times, consistent pressure, just dominating performance.
Punt team ready to boot it away. On to kick now for the 5th time tonight. No fair catch. Looking to return this punt. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. It's a quarterback keeper. Look out, room to run here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit, they didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play, but this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. As the first down is still going. Slides to avoid the big hit.
I mean, this guy's having a dream day. Already over 200 yards through the air. Now showing you what he can do with his feet. This guy's a complete package under center.
1st down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Tackle is finally made down at the 11-yard line. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Grinding away with a running game. Touchdown, Clemson. This offense cannot be stopped.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
Extra point try coming now. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Quick throw to his receiver. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a 1st down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Boy, Chris, it has been tough sledding today for the old man under center. At this point, you just hope he's able to get out of this game healthy.
The punt team making their way on the field.
On to punt it away.
And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And now the first play of this drive. They'll begin at the 36. Takes the handoff on the counter play. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
What a gain here. Almost picked up a first down on a first down play. Good job here late in the game, playing hard, dominating football by the offense.
Now it's second down here. The pre-snap motion from the offense. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Third down play for this offense. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team, dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.